Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Headkrack's Hip Hop Spot. As a dude who's making hella waves. And my man is at the forefront of a new movement that I think is on the way of changing the face of Atlanta hip hop. You see them in the streets, but now you see them on the TV. One time for Gunna.
You dig? Young Gunna in the building.
Yo,
this
man.
Morning.
Thank you so much for coming to live so early to wake up with us and get to it, man.
Motivated.
And you give it us fashion. You give it us fashion early.
It's the beauty of it. Drip in the morning.
Yo, man, there's so many places we could go with it, man. Let's start at the origin of it all, man. Gunna.
Yeah.
For those who just are now seeing you, hearing your name for the first time, where do you come from?
Gunna, he come from the south side of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Flat Shoals, Old National. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised.
Now, for people who break, parts of Atlanta down via zones, is that a zone?
No. Zone. We don't have a zone. The zone is, we just the south side.
South side of Atlanta.
We on the outskirts. We outside of the city.
Yo, shout out to all of us who rep the outskirts. I live in Mapleton. We don't have a zone either.
Right.
We should claim one, though, right? Like
we could. We can make our own zone.
Yeah. Can we be 7 and 8?
Or 9 and 10. 10
what?
Zone.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
10 zone.
The big 10.
Word.
Yeah.
So, first time you decided to pick up a mic or pick up a pen and rhyme, how old were you?
I had to been about 14. Yeah, early.
Was it something that prompted you? Was it like a school talent show?
I always liked the music, just like headphone wise, and then I just got introduced to a studio, just with a young crew, just a group of boys that I grew up with, and I ain't leave that studio till I couldn't go there, and then just got caught up in a whole nother studio. I've been going to the studio for a while now.
So was it an epiphany for you when you finally when you make it to the studio and you realize that, yo, I actually might be kind of better at this than a lot of people?
For sure. I always got a lot of good feedback from music, even if it wasn't just from a lot of people. And I just took that in consideration, man, somebody like this music. So I know there's more people out here, they just need to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you a part of a crew? I know you said you went there with your boys. Did your friends rhymed as well?
Yes. I grew up with just a bunch of homies, we all was just rapping. It's old videos, everything just coming up.
Now, out of everybody in that original starting crew, who's still doing it? And has anybody went to another level?
Not yet. A couple of us still going, me and my day ones, Nietzsche, we just still at it to this day, and it done brought us more we done seen progress. As you see, it just finally just getting heard, and we getting the recognition that we wanted.
Yeah, and your underground bubble is, it's popped. It's not even an underground bubble no more.
Right. It was, and I still feel like an underdog, just coming up still, even just seeing all the fans and just showing me love. I still feel like, boy, you still gotta go hard to make a real name. Let these folks know how long you've been doing it. Seriously.
Now, if you was to put an amount of time on it that you've really been putting into your craft, how many years would you say it's been?
I would say about 4 or 5 years that I just really don't just focus, sacrifice. I ain't doing nothing but rapping.
And what was the tipping point?
Just phase. I'm just going through a phase, just coming up, just different situations, just man, you could be doing this, you can be doing this. And, it just, you get to a point where you man, I got to change. Your parent, everybody, your mama, everybody looking at you what you gonna do? Yeah, it was that point.
Got you. So you was getting in trouble out there a little bit.
For sure.
Really?
Yeah.
What were you involved in?
I did a little 10 month, little bid, just active, just trying to get me some money, just active, just always never nothing violent, just hustling, just, you know what I'm saying? That's what type of person I was, that's my whole background, he always was just a hustler, buy this money, buy this clothes, same to this day.
And the crazy thing, right, when you look at some of our white counterparts sometimes, they hustle the same way we hustle.
Exactly.
Sometimes we hustling to get probably a little bit more material things than our counterparts. But if you look at every major company that's ever been formed, there's been some hustle in there. Like a lot of major companies were built on dirty money. People who probably ran some scams, frauded some people.
And they got their own vices. Everybody got their vices for how they like to spend. It might not be clothes. Their fetish might be women or men or just, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody got their vice that they wanna spend like and cherish. Like it's like treat themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously your vice is fashion. I don't think I've ever seen too many pictures of you where like you wasn't looking red carpet ready.
Fashion God. Fashion God. I've been loving. I won best dress high school. You know what I'm saying? I always been just a fresh, clean, just kept myself together. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you were in a situation like in high school where maybe you didn't have the money to necessarily pull off the looks that you wanted to pull off,
right?
How was you getting it?
Man, you gotta just finesse your way. I was into like you know, the consignment stores.
Mm-hmm.
I used to go to them like get used like designer. Like I used to be like that. Like I gotta find it. Like it got to be real though.
You a lucky dude to find anything that fit. Like I'm a weird shaped dude. So every time I go to a consignment store, like, you know, they be having the finest collection of medium clothing.
Yeah, see, you got to be early. You got to be up early, like today, up on that phone, searching.
So to this day, you still hit up the consignment shops and look for stuff?
Not no more, but I probably maybe 2 years ago might have been my last time just going. I ain't really been lately because I mean everything the latest, everything like new.
Fall in there, get it, pop that tag.
Yeah, I'm in the store early too. Yeah. Man,
like it's dope to see that, like, you know, that care come back to it. Cause like when you look at, I mean, you're a young dude born in what, 1993? 93. So yeah. You missed an era of, guess, like fashion decadence. You know,
80s.
Cause like when you look at guys like, you know, in the 80s, it was all about stunting, styling, like a lot of, you know, I mean, similar to now how like a lot of like rappers' best friends were like drug dealers and, you know, and like, yo, fashion was everything in the early part of hip hop.
I paid attention to it. Even like just coming up, just watching like Paid in Full, like how they were going Gucci trenches, Louis trenches. Like, I paid attention to that, and I was like focused, like, oh man, I got to get that. You know, just. Back then, like, seeing, like, oh, they dripping back then. Like, Dapper Dan for real. Yeah, back then. So, I always just done been, like very just, like, into it, like, looking into fashion, like.
Yo, you know Dapper Dan's still making pieces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dapper Dan, holla at me.
He's still alive and kicking. Like, you could be the Atlanta guy who makes that bridge between New York and Atlanta, man, and show up with some custom Dapper Dan pieces ain't nobody got.
It's hard. That'd be hard.
Yeah, man. Yo, if anybody can pull it off, you can.
No cap. Dapper Dan, hit my line. IG, DM me.
Hopefully you see it, man. Spread the word.
Yeah.
Now, you recently, you know, got an opportunity to take a trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Work with Travis Scott on the long-awaited Astro World project.
Yeah, shout out Travis, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not a lot of people got that phone call, but you was a part of a special group, man.
It's the beauty of me. Just being consistent. And then I already knew Travis. Like, you know, we had a song together, me, him, Thug, Gucci, Floyd Mayweather. It was on Jeffrey, Thug album. So back then, like, we even connected then, just he like, oh, you hard. I just stayed at it, like, just time just caught up with it itself, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody just paying attention and I'm getting the results that I want.
Word. Now, you seem like a guy who's pretty reserved, usually keeps his composure, but was there ever a cosign or a phone call you got from an artist to where, like, you know, you was cool when you got the information, and then when nobody was looking, you was like, hey.
Nah, I ain't even gonna cap, like, not yet. Like, that like, when I get that call, I'm gonna let you know. I ain't really just got that call where I'll be like, oh, yeah, this is real, like, it's real, like, for sure.
My brother out here winning early, man. So you like 3 volumes in on the drip season.
Yeah.
You got 3 EPs out right now.
4 EP. I got Dribble Drown 1, Dribble Drown 2 on the way. I did DS1 to DS3. Before I did DS3, I dropped like a 9 song album called Dribble Drown. produced just by Weezy only. So I'm coming back again. Dribble Drown 2, DOD 2, on the way.
And let's put a stamp on this whole drip thing, just for people who may think that, you know, drip got popping when Migos came out with it. This has been your campaign for quite some time.
Honestly and truthfully, I don't. But it seems like it's a lot of controversy about the word drip, and I don't really cuss. When you really know what you do and you don't really got to speak on too much, it really don't. Everything else fly past you. It don't even touch you. So I don't even feel like I got to be like, hey, I started drip. Woo, woo, woo. It's just self-explanatory. Y'all on 3. I've been talking about drip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody caught on to my drip on season 3. So you know it was a 2 and a 1. You got to do your history.
Yeah, sometimes people don't do the Googles, they don't do the research, and they just look at things on face value. But, I mean, you've been in here putting in work for a long time.
Right.
And the quality was always there. You know, from the first project all the way up to this new joint. Hotel room joint, dope.
It's hard.
And
yeah, you tell me they can't relate. Yeah.
Man.
That's one of the first ones I shot at L.A.
How was your first trip out to L.A.? Because, like, I mean, as a guy who's into fashion, I know your eyes had to be wide open on that whole shop situation.
I go rodeo every time I go to L.A. now. It's just, when I first went to L.A., I really can't even remember the first day because I don't been out there so many times. Like, just after the first time I just went, I just been going back. Like, that's like my second home. L.A. I love L.A.
Would you ever see yourself leaving Atlanta, moving to L.A.?
No. I would go stay like a month or 2, but I got to like come back to the city. City is the city, like it's home.
Yeah. I mean, one of the dope things about Georgia as an entire state, the way you can live versus the way you're going to have to try to live in some of these like larger cities like New York or L.A. Because, like, you know, we have L.A. guys come here all the time, you know, who are from L.A.
Yeah.
They just refuse to leave because it's, you know, it's the only life they know.
It's what they used to. Like, it's what I'm used to. Like, I love L.A. Like, I really will kick it out there, but I can't stay. I don't know. I got to come back home. So I feel where they coming from. Like, it's just home. Like, even if you done just been getting money, you know you can stay in a whole other state, you still want to just come back home and just spread the wealth. These people you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.